Not bad. What's happening? So I'm just messing around a little bit with the equipment that I'm using for the X. I got a new computer up, and I am looking at what it's like. I think that looks okay. So this is just the workings. I've got a couple of angles that I'm working on. I like this angle. This is just for random stuff. So say hello if you're there. Not much happening here though. I'm just checking. We'll go live a little bit later tonight. Maybe the boys are up for a live stream tomorrow. See what they do. Maybe we'll see what. See if I can rustle up a few interested parties. Just going through Facebook. I noticed Marty's at Joe Bowles today, and I wonder if I should add this profile. No, I've got my old profiles on Facebook. I don't hardly go on there. If I don't add you on my personal, if you send me a friend request and I don't add you, I don't normally do that if I don't know you. I try and keep my reptile people separate from my youth, my friends from South Africa and my family in South Africa. So I hope you don't mind. A couple of people. So I don't know. I don't know if I like that light there. Don't know if I like that light because it doesn't actually. It might be too much light on that side. So let me just. So it's a bit of a trick. Okay, yeah, that's better. What do you reckon? I think that side's better. So yeah, but built that PC over there over the last few weeks to handle the live stream because I'm so sick of things dropping out. So even at that rate, it hasn't even glitched. So this computer there's got a processor that's probably about twice as fast as my old computer. So what I'll do use with the old computer, I'll bring the HDMI outputs from the back of that PC into my switcher. So when we have the interviews, I can bring individual people into the switcher and switch to their faces when they do it. So I don't need to use this restream service that we use. So all very technical. All very technical. If you it must be my fans that's sitting there lurking, the people that really like me. So I'm waiting for Mr. Schumacher to get his shit together so we can go live. Probably in an hour or so. I'm just making sure everything works and checking if everything goes through. I'll just watch. Just wanted to make sure if YouTube's streaming. Let me just go into my YouTube channel and see what's happening there. Okay, so my channel. Where do you go? My channel. Is anything happening? Oh yes, it is live. It's a little bit grainy on that camera, it seems. I don't know why it's a bit grainy, that camera. Maybe it's just because it's a little bit darker. And I've perfect timing. Yeah, Merta Genetics. Yeah, we're not going live. We'll go live a little bit later. But at least there's somebody out there. Hi. I don't know. Could you please check the 1080p resolution if you can do that? Just tell me if the sound's okay. Let me just check. Just want to go on here, so I might get some feedback. Let me just check. The 1080p resolution, if you can do that, just tell me if the sound's okay. I can always tell from sorry, that's just me checking, making sure that YouTube's running fine. Yeah, I'm always up for talking about carpet pythons. Always ready to talk carpet pythons. Let me just see. So this is one of my more. This is a different background. So all these snakes on here. Yeah, maybe that's is that all right? Yeah. Sounds great. Yeah, thank you. So we'll go a little bit live a little bit later. I'll see if I can get. So we definitely do a. Let me just message the right people. Let me just message a couple of guys and see. Everybody's in lockdown in Victoria, in Sydney again, so I might be able to rustle up the guys in Sydney for a little chat. Tomorrow. So what do you keep? Your Omuerta genetics. What do you keep? What type of carpets do you keep? Talk carpets on live stream tomorrow. Let me just message them. I'll get Brent, and I'll see if I can get Darren, and then Colin. Brent, Darren, Darren Whitaker. Or maybe you just find out live stream tomorrow. We'll do a Sunday live stream. Yeah, people like Sunday. Nothing to do. Maybe even try and get him on. Jay Boyle. Hello, Jay. Yeah. 3 people. They say when people see my face, they just run. They know, oh, I got ears trouble. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. So I've messaged the relevant individuals. See if we can get a few guys on here and have a little chat. Wish Marty could go, but Marty's up with Joe Ball looking at blue tongues and carpet pythons and all those pretty things that Joe has. I have one male, 3 female jungles, 1 jag coastal, 2 zebra jungles, 1.3 albino Darwins. Yeah, well, that's good. Where did you get your albino Darwins? Is it from Don Patterson's stock? I think Don Patterson's the one that made them out, but they're so common now over there. It's good to see that they used to be expensive over there, but fortunately for people like me, the price dropped. Oh, many years ago. The things we do that we regret, So let me just make sure. Let me just go on my pages and see if that's a good group to breed from. I don't know what's the demand in Canada. What's the industry like when it comes to carpet pythons? Henry Purin was also there. I think Henry Purin. It gets NBK lineage. NBK lineage. Inform me what NBK is. I know Henry Purin in the early days. Henry Purin and I think Henry Purin is Canadian, and Don Patterson. I'm not sure if Don Patterson worked with the albino line animals, but I know he hasn't shown much of his carpet python stuff. He's got those real ridiculous stonewashed breadlight jags that are bloody insane. Some of the best carpet pythons I've seen around. Oh, slowly the numbers are going up. So please, Winfrey in there, say hello. I was just messing around. I just wanted to. I just upgraded the whole studio, so it looks a bit different now. It's just the back of me. Overhead, you've all seen that. I love the video. I love the video out of that camera. It's just so saturated. The wood looks so nice. The thing is, with video, you need to Don Patterson, yeah. Don Carbon now. We are rare. Yeah, we are rare. Yeah, Don Patterson, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the older guys that's been in the industry. Like things have changed a lot. There's a lot of new guys that's flooded into the reptile scene over the last. I'm just so happy that nothing's dropping out. It is just. I love working with stuff that just works. Should have just done it ages ago. It cost me a lot of money, but we got there. We got there in the end, and everything's working fine now. Yeah. It's great to see it. It's great to see it progressing though. Like I think carpets went through. I think over the last few years, it's gone through a real lull in the industry. It's slowed down a bit. Precision Reptiles in Germany's. Ollie gave up his carpet python breeding, and and then it really went quiet. Paul Harris has been very quiet over in the UK, and even the guys in America, like there's only so far you can go with carpets at the moment because there's nothing new has been popped up. I know Darren Whitaker, he's got a few things that people are looking forward to, over the next year. I know Brent's got a few things lined up, but it's really gotten to a point now where it's slowed right down. So I mean, what can be done with them have been done so far, and now the next wave is going to be the silver peppers into stuff like granites and zebras and stuff like that. So Darren should make some of that stuff this year. Hopefully they check their messages at some stage, and hopefully we can do it tomorrow. As far as I know, nobody's got anything to do in Sydney. I needed to order something first because I guess it's not urgent. Oh God, I love Amazon. Amazon shopping's the best. So what's your plans with the carpets that you've got, Umwerta? Tell me what your plans are, because let me just see how much time I have before I need to order. 7 hours. Okay, now I've got some time before I have to order the stuff from Amazon. I've been doing a bit of Amazon shopping in recent days. Let me see what background. I think maybe this background could also work. Like a bit of a genetics background. I like that. The carpet python's still the best. They are such awesome snakes. I'm not looking to make money on them, just a passion to keep them. And I have addictive personality. Yeah, I think all of us suffer from that addictive personalities. I had hundreds of them at one stage, and then things went horribly wrong. But that's a story for another day. Maybe I should get the Americans on at one stage as well. I didn't. I was looking through some of the videos that we had with when the American guys, when Eric Burke and Owen McIntyre was on the show last year. We had an Australian versus America show, and it'd be nice to just have a bunch of guys on this that's just catching up. The whole world went crazy with COVID, and then everybody started doing the live streams and stuff. I don't know. I'm always a little bit ahead of the curve when it comes to stuff like that. So last year when I was just setting up, and then COVID hit, and then everybody started doing that. Talk about an industry that really made a lot of money last year was definitely all the live streaming companies, people, the service providers for live stream. Let me know if the sound's okay still. I'm running here with a pod mic, and it looks good here on the system here. Sounds to me here with this. If the sound's okay, it's very loud. Maybe a little bit. Maybe drop the mic volumes a little bit. Let me just check. Come stand at about 35, and I've ordered a little preamp that I can add to the Rodecaster to bring the gain up a little bit. I have a problem with a newborn, day 51, and has not eaten from out of egg. Tried everything but a live pinky. Really hard to find a live pinky. Sounds great. Don't start with pinkies. I found from making lots and lots of carpet pythons over time and dealing with lots of stubborn hatchlings, a lot of the time, newborn carpet python would prefer a hopper mouse and the stink of mice, even if something a little bit slightly bigger than a hopper mouse. So something with hair that's about, hold on, let me find something. So an Allen key, I don't know. I don't have anything. So a case, AirPods Pro case, something about the top of that, about halfway there. That's a terrible. So something about the size of your pinky, a mouse about as long as your pinky, the body, a hatchling carpet python go for that. As long as it's got hair, I bet you that snake will eat it. Oh, my mum's in the house as well. Hello. So try that, and can't even elicit a strike now from him. I have hoppers. What type of carpet is it? And like albinos are notorious for being non-strikers. What type of carpet? Can't even elicit a strike now. You don't need to get a carpet. You just need to give it something that's gonna. Yeah, you need to give it something. Yes, pinky mouse. No, try something with hair, and they eventually eat. So carpets. That's not a long day. For day 51, 51 days is albino. Yeah, there we go. What you could also try. Somebody taught me a trick last week. George Vazana was here. I hope I said your surname right, George. He said on one of Brian Barczyk's old shows, there was if you take a carpet python and you put a pinky rat into its mouth, and you stick it in, and you close its mouth just slightly, and and push its teeth into the pinky mouse, and then hang that over, put a little stick there, hang it over a stick, and let it just hang from the stick. That's like, and this is now from somebody that told me that it's worked for him when he had albino carpets not feeding. That snake can't push it out of its mouth then. So if it's dangling from, just make a little rod, just use it like a hanger or something like that. Put it over take like two, like you make a little ledge where it's the hangers lying on like a stick on two little support brackets. Then you drape the snake over it, so he's off the ground, he's hanging in the air. Then he can't throw it out of his mouth. But make sure you push the pinky mouse or pinky. I would go pinky rat. Don't even go anything less. Pinky rat into his mouth. Make sure you push his head down on it and pull back a little bit so the teeth hook into the mouse or the rat, and then just dangle it over something and let it hang down about a third of its body down. See if that works. It'd be good to hear. In my mind, it makes sense. So George apparently he told me all about it last week, and he said he couldn't believe it. He told a few other guys, and they were like, yeah, and then they tried it, and then it works for them. It seems to work. You dangle them from somewhere where they can't push because what they do is when they've got food stuck in their mouth, what they do is they rub it against the side of the enclosures and their tubs, and then they push the food out of their mouth. It's worth a try. Got nothing to lose. So, yeah, full of advice today. And a little bit of coffee. Let me just have a little coffee. So, we'll do a show tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Normally, we'll normally go live at around 3:00 or so. I'm not sure. And I don't think anything is happening in Sydney, as far as I know, because the Delta variant. Everything in life revolves around the COVID. The COVID. What's it? COVID-19. Yeah. Try the method. I even tried assist feeding, but didn't want to hurt it. Just try that, George. George, like my mate, and I know him well. He had two albino zebra jaguar and another albino, and both of the snakes that he tried everything with, he couldn't get going. So don't be scared; you won't hurt it. So pinky rat, just stick it over, just hold the snake, stick it into its mouth. You could, dip it in a little bit of water so it's a little bit wet. Dip it, put it all the way up to the back of its neck. So put its whole head into the snake's mouth. Stick it down its throat a little bit, and then push the snake's mouth closed onto that little pinky rat, and then pull it back slightly, the pinky rat, so that it hooks into those recurved teeth, and then just drape it over something like that. So it hangs down with the food dangling out of its mouth. You might have to try it a couple of times, but I bet you will have success. I bet you will have success. So I'm glad that nothing's dropping out here. It looks like they've changed a little bit of Restream as well. Let me see if the analytics, I want to have a look at the analytics quickly while I'm busy doing this. Everything's running smoothly. I'm very happy with this. Okay, so it's going up and down. I really just want to see the dropouts. Monitoring outgoing. Let me just check that monitor outgoing. That's what I want to be. That's what the bit rate is what I'm interested in. So it's keeping nice and steady. Nice and steady. That's all right, mate. That's you don't have to thank me. It's we all help each other. But we should be helping each other a lot more in the reptile industry instead of bitching and fighting with each other. That should always be the thing. Let me just streaming setup. Let me just see here. Okay. No problem. I like to help people, especially with not being able to keep reptiles around me these days anymore. So or not. I can, but I can't keep the stuff that I like to keep. So, but I don't mind if the young guys have done this for a while. So try that and let me know how you go. Send me a message. I don't know if you can send messages on YouTube. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm on YouTube all the time. I don't even know if you can send a message. You can reply in a comment. You can comment on the live stream afterwards, and then let me know. I'd try it tonight even, but a pinky rat, Might even go something a little bit bigger, so something like a definitely something bigger. You want when you struggle that much to get them to feed, you'd want them to, if they manage to feed, then you definitely want to make it worthwhile. It needs to be a big enough, substantial meal that the snake benefits from it. Like a pinky, I'd even go as far as if he starts taking that, I'd stand ready that if he starts swallowing that pinky rat and that pinky rat, by the time the tail hangs out of the mouth, I'd stick another pinky rat in there in his mouth. So he takes 2 or 3 pinky rats at the same time. And you can do that. He won't spit out at first. If you're gentle enough and you just put it there so he thinks it's part of the meal, just put the tip of the rat right in there. When the bum of the first rat pinky goes into down the throat's the snake's mouth, stick the next pinky rat's nose in there and let him just start walking over it with his teeth, and you see they'll take it. You need to always you have to outsmart them. You have to be smarter than be the snake, especially when he's gone 51 days. You'd definitely be interested in another meal. So make it a good one. 4 people watching and nobody's commenting. Okay. I'll remember that. I'm sure a couple of my fans watching that they dare not mention anything, Okay, so I hope that was my little handy tip of the day. And then 20 minutes, I want to go and play it back and see what it was like. And then I'll see you guys. I'll let you guys know when I'll schedule an episode for tomorrow. I'm sure the guys will be up for it. And then we'll see you around. Later.